exchanges and insurance. That's a new way of getting revenue for your organisation that actually could help the customer out. If the artist cancels, if suddenly they don't get on a plane, and if someone's came up from either interstate or from a couple of hundred k's out, you know, they could be really pissed off. And how often have our ticketing teams been under the fire by customers wanting to get the full cost of the experience back from them? Well, you know, you'll be able to empower them if you do ticket exchanges or insurance, or ticket insurance, I should say. You'll give them a reply to that customer that they won't be able to argue with. And, you know, I guess there's that level of premium service which Ron was alluding to, like, you know, do you pay extra to get a premium level of car parking, for instance? Should there be A and B reserved car parking? I mean, you're going to get some pushback around that. But if the experience at the venue where you play, in cloaking or parking and things of that nature, is pretty woeful, then you might want to start thinking about a premium level of service. Now, I just want to talk about lots of specific, you know, people who are doing cool stuff. I talked to the Melbourne Recital Centre about how they felt they were adding value, and I think a lot of you guys would have affinity with some of the things that are on this slide. You know, they're doing things like free concert programs, they're doing pre-concert talks, complimentary morning tea for the early staff. If you haven't seen their Local Heroes blog, I'd encourage you to have a look at it. It's one of the best Australian arts blogs I've seen. In terms of how it displays an incredible quantity of content, but I find it really engaging. And they're doing lots and lots of one-to-one giveaways via Facebook and Twitter. I mean, I talked to them, for instance, to Rob, who's the Director of Marketing here, about whether he's doing merchandise, and they're really finding that merch is given as there's no cost. You know, let's just do it to encourage some participation and engagement. Here's something completely outside the arts. This is a maternity website from America called Savvy Mom. The point I wanted to make here is about our welcome email. When someone signs up and registers with us to get emails from us, what do? Automated single email back with a plethora of information about you know, things that they probably aren't ready to read yet. They got a Savvy Mom completely changed their one email approach and worked out what information customers wanted to read at particular points of engagement, and spread them out into a 3 or 4 email activity over a 4-week period. They got a 450% increase in click-throughs. I'll talk about Crate and Barrel and Verizon particularly here. This is an example I came across from the Direct Marketing Association in UK, their blog. And the writer had just moved from London to San Francisco, and he experienced firsthand a few CRM activities that stood out from his email clutter and that offered relevant messaging that created engagement while